Hello everyone and welcome back to Out of War. I'm your host JC. So I've had some comments about being careful on the conveyors and stuff, that these things can actually like overload. So I'm going to do like one cut. I'm going to come back here and check to see if they are overloading or not. Um, I don't know why they would, but they say it's possible, so that's what we're going to check to make sure. And then I think today we're going to work on probably coloring the rest of the catwalks while the material finishes, and maybe cut down a few trees going that direction, um, like for putting in a road. I think what I want to do is I want to put the road in where it goes over that way and then comes across the side of that hill over to one of those two hills over there. So we'll probably take the dozer down and see what we can do, or maybe the grader. That may not all be done this episode because I do have a lot of catwalks to paint still. And since no one said anything about the stairs, I think for now I'm going to leave them red. I don't want too much yellow, especially when I'm going to be probably coloring the conveyors starting in that corner over there orange. So all the ones that are on the outside edge there that are permanent ones, or mostly permanent, like the angled ones going down right there, those are going to be painted, and maybe not those two on the corner, but the rest of it will be. So I moved forward about a block and a half, I think. And I'm not sure if that was going to be enough for this cut, but I'm trying to like test this whole theory about the conveyors overloading. So we're going to work on that first to make sure. And I'm thinking I'm going to do 3 cuts today since we're jumping right into it. We're not running around showing other stuff. And that'll give us enough time to work on the other things that we want to do while the material finishes processing. As long as I don't make too big a cut. So I'm thinking 1.5 this way and then two or 2.5 the other way. It's going to be a lot of material no matter what I do. So this is about half the cut right here. I'm just going to jump out real quick and check, because I really want to know if that is true or not, and if they're overloading, am I losing the material? Because they were saying that these things would overload, and I'm only seeing 29%. So, I mean, if this was cruising at 1,000, then it would be overloading, but I don't see that happening. And I'll check a few of them here. Yeah, they're all at 29%, so they should be at 30%, but they're not, so I don't know why. So we're going to get right into finishing this off then. Something about the double hopper. Maybe it's the other side. I didn't check the other side. Well, we'll finish this cut and then we'll check it. Because I believe, if I look at it from this way, the power source would be on this side. Let me see if I can actually see it. Because one side has an X on it. Yeah, so it'd be the left side that would be causing me problems anyway, I think. Which is the one I did check. I don't know. We'll check them back in a second. Figure it out. I do have some yellow paint, I believe. So we'll have enough to do that. I may have to get... actually, probably won't have enough to do that. I may have to get some more green, too, for the guardrails. And then the stairs... I think the ones over here I should paint yellow, but then that would make those ones over there look funky, so... maybe I'll leave the stairs red still. A little transition instead of just having yellow, yellow, yellow everywhere. Especially if we put in the orange, too. Because I think that's going to be the closest color we have to like a dirt color. Because there's no brown, there's no tan. I think yellow would be too bright. Red obviously is nowhere close to tan or brown. But there is some darker shades of orange we could probably use and make it look alright. We'll do a little testing here. I can always pull the conveyors out and change them back to the red color if we don't like it. Alright, so let's just go a little bit further so we get past the end of this thing here. And we will... man, that was a big pile of dirt back there. That was just like regular dirt that I'm trying to get out of my way when I was starting this cut. Because this thing was all the way back where those conveyors are at. The back one's there. Alright, let's jump out here real quick. Run over here and check. Just to double check one more time that we did a full cut now. We'll check both sides. So yeah, this one's still at 29%. Well, that one's at 47. Why is that one running faster? Interesting. See, that one's running at 300 though. This is, I don't know. So at some point it's going to fill up this one conveyor, but these ones are still running at 300. That doesn't make sense. I still don't know if I lose dirt when that happens or not. Alright, let's go ahead and move forward about 2 blocks, so about there. And we'll cut back the other way now. That is interesting though. I actually didn't think it would do that. I don't think I quite went 2 blocks either. I'm going to actually stop this real quick and move forward just a little bit more. There we go. That's pretty close now, because the next one I do is going to be a block and a half. It'll put me into the next hopper. I'm not sure how to build the road going over there though. I think if I use the top of this little post right here, if I go like that and work my way across right through there and then up into that area there, right where the E's at, probably be the easiest way to get up there. I'm not even sure there's anything up there worth mining. If it's just going to be dirt or strictly blasted rock or pay dirt. Maybe we'll take an excavator up there at some point and do some drilling. Because that would be a pretty good spot to work up there. I could probably get 2 cuts across, go down one side, come back up the other side, then lower down. Not sure how well that would work though. Be a lot of conveyors involved. And that's the other thing, like, you know, how many episodes do I want to make this season before we start like a new season and do something different? I mean, I still got to finish the roof, got to paint the conveyors, paint the catwalks, put a road in going over that way. The back side of the plant's already done. Unless, of course, I make it a 4 wide plant and put 4 sets of conveyors in instead of the 2 sets. Make it a 4 wash plant instead of a 2 wash plant. Because I just don't think that can keep up with this. I actually didn't check the hopper to see how much was in there. But I wonder if that's what I was seeing before with the old bagger and that dust plume that was coming right off the end by the hopper. Because I'm not seeing it right now. But if it gets overloaded, maybe that's why I was doing those little puffs of dust down below that you couldn't really see up there, but every once in a while I'd see a little splash of it. It was happening like right there, but underneath. That one's actually not part of it. I'm talking about at the conveyor spot. A few episodes ago I mentioned it in one of the videos. I remember seeing it. I'm sure there's got to be 500 or 600 in that hopper right now, though. 1,000, I mean. And I also thought that if I do this right, I can fit that little road through right there and have the fuel truck come down and come right in here off of a ramp. Drive right up behind me to fill this ramp when it needs to be. Since I forgot to fill it up before I actually started. I doubt that's going to make it all the way over there. Alright, I'll turn this off. We'll go ahead and move forward to about there. And then we can check the hopper and that conveyor. Yeah, 621,000 in there. And this conveyor is probably full. Yep, getting close. I don't know if these things overload like the other ones do, but it also doesn't seem to be going up any higher. So maybe it has something to do with how much the hopper is overloaded. It's weird though, it's only got 271 going out. It should have 300 going out. And this has 300 coming in. It doesn't make sense. These ones are still 299. 29%. Oh, we're just going to dig. We got one more cut to make, and then we can start working on conveyors and catwalks. And that should fall in the other hopper now? Yeah, okay. Excuse me. So we'll get this cut down. We'll be like, I don't know, around 15 minutes in, and then it'll give us, 15, 20 minutes to work on other things while this material processes through. I didn't want to do the roof again. That's why I'm thinking the catwalks. Catwalks should be pretty easy too. All I gotta do is paint some green rails and some yellow floors. Maybe it would be smart to paint the stairs. I'm still not sure on that one though. Because I can't paint the guardrails on the stairs. They're going to stay like the metal color silver. Maybe I'll do a test on it and see. If I don't like it, I can always take it back out. I also want to check, do I have paint in here? Yeah, I got a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green. I probably need some more yellow. That's fine. Get my drink opened up real quick. I hope that everybody's still enjoying the series. I've put a lot of hours into this one. I mean, as you can tell, we're on what, episode 45? One second. I don't remember. Yeah, I just put out 44, so this is episode 45. And then I've done a lot of stuff behind the scenes too, so figure each episode's what, average 45 minutes, 40 minutes. It's a lot of hours. You probably have, I don't know, 35 to 40 hours on camera or on recording. And then probably double that behind the scenes. Doing stuff, getting stuff set up. Putting in all the boring stuff like all that steel block right there. Because like no one wants to watch someone do that. It's very boring. In fact, I do need to finish off that little bit right down there. I need to stop like right where the angle goes down, because that angle is going to go down further like in the future. I guess I could have it go out straight first and then down, but I'll save more block by just going down at an angle. I would have done it sooner, but I put that opening in to get down in here. So I kind of, in a way, hamstringed myself for doing it proper. And I also have the option to take that ramp down further going out that way so we can get down to lower levels when it comes time. So yeah, I should have done a little deeper on this cut, but nothing I can do about it now. As you can see, we're starting to get into blasted rock right there too. So there's going to be a lot of blasted rock going across this level. Or it will show us more blasted rock as we go across this level. Which means more gold, more copper. Yeah, maybe not gold. Definitely more copper and lithium, steel. I may have to set up some different conveyor systems. Or container systems, I mean, to hold everything. It's like right now I have all the silicone, aluminum, lithium, copper in one, and then steel in another one, and the steel one's full. Alright, let's go ahead and get this out a little bit further here, and then we'll stop. And we'll call that part of the fun done. That looks like a good spot. And then we can go over here. And because it's on a second hopper, I'm wondering if it's going to cause issues with that conveyors. So we got 278 in that one, 587 in that one, for like 800 and something total. Yeah, see, the more you have, the higher it goes. It's going to definitely overfill, which really sucks. Okay, I don't know. This here I'm not going to paint. I guess I could. It'll be here for a while. I'm definitely going to paint this side over here though, because this will be permanent over here. So let's get the paint in, and we will just paint this real quick. I am going to leave that underneath the conveyors red though, and I think when I do that, like this is all going to be painted though. Anything I can reach without actually having to pop conveyors off. Now if I did these stairs, that's what it would look like. Again, like I said, I can take these out. I'm going to leave this one here alone, and then look back at it from a distance and see what we think. $44 left? Yeah, we'll make it down there, I think. Again, I may have to buy more green to get the guardrails. Just enough to get down here. Have a couple left over. We'll go ahead and switch to the green real quick. And we'll hit the guardrails on the way back. So we're just going to go like this and go. Kind of see what we're doing as we run this way. I don't want to go too fast and miss them, so I'm just going to go at regular speed. And I'm going to paint like, I don't know, 2 or 3 conveyors here. Different shades of orange. Or maybe I'll pick a shade of orange and figure it out. Let's see, we don't have any orange. Okay, so paint. And we have 3 shades to choose from, so let's go 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do this one first. Oh, I actually like the way that looks. It's not really orange, but I mean, let's see this one here. Yeah, this is definitely the closest thing you're going to get to, alright, so which do we like the best? Man. I'm thinking that first one, just the regular orange color. Although this one looks like more of like a bronzish color like the dirt would be. That one's too dark. That one's kind of yellowish. I think I'm going to go with this one here, the third one. So we're going to get a bunch of this here to paint conveyors with. Yeah, I like that. Hope everybody else does too. It'll have the red background to it also. Alright, let's get that side. I'm going to get this side later here. I'm going to go over here and see how this looks real quick from the bagger itself, and then we'll figure out if we want to do more. This gives me a really backwards view because I can look at it. Yeah, I think I'm going to make the stairs yellow too. I like that. Better than the red, I think. Okay. Well, at least we know what to do now. Sunset orange for the conveyors, and I'm going to go ahead and just paint them all. It's not that much to paint these real quick. I'll get this side that everybody sees first, and then get the other ones here shortly. Okay, so that takes care of that row. Let's go ahead and get the yellow in here real quick. Get these stairs. Alright, and then we'll get the green. Get the rest of these guardrails. And I think I'm just going to paint everything right now. It's not that big a deal. I'm going to paint the floors over here too. If we're going to do it, we might as well do it right instead of halfway. I mean, we'll have to paint it again next time we put it in, but for now it'll look good. And everything will be uniform. Can you paint wood too? No. Okay. Too bad. Well, we're definitely need more yellow fire for the things here, so I'm going to go ahead and just get that now. That is this one here. And we're going to have a bunch of catwalks inside too that we're going to paint, so we'll get a bunch of it. And then we're just going to go through and paint this real quick all the way to where we already started. Actually, let me check to see how much is in this real quick. 25 in that one, so that means just, yeah, we still got a ways to go. I'm probably going to get this done, get the other conveyor done on the other side, and then probably do a little bit of a jump cut because there's still a lot of material in there. Like I said, and that was only 3 cuts. Just think if we dug for like, you know, half an hour, how much would be in there. So we'll get this done. I'm going to go back, check that conveyor again, see if it's still overloading. If it does, then I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Yeah, you can see it's starting to dip right there. You can see it now. So I'm sure that it's overloaded. Yep. So now we have dirt that we're losing, and I have no idea how to fix that. Oh, what to do, what to do. I do appreciate the comments on the overloading. I just don't know what to do to fix it. Or if it's even fixable. It's like they said it was a known bug, so if it's a bug, maybe they'll fix it at some point in the coding somehow. I don't know. Well, I mean, I kind of like this color for doing conveyors. Whee! For some reason I got a weird split there, I don't know why. I really do hope everybody likes this. I try to make something that that looks good, but is also feasible and like practical. And I believe having two conveyors like this would be. I did see one. I'm out of paint. Which one were we doing? Sunset, right? Yeah. I saw a video a while back about like this hopper feeder system, kind of, in a way, that these guys were using, and it was really funky because they had to sit up in this like chute and dig out the material to break it free. And I'm like, who in their right mind would go up and do that? Because I know I wouldn't. Like, just watching these guys, and if like the thing fell at the wrong time, everything comes crashing down on them. It would be crazy. Alright, so let's get this all done down here. And this. And I'm probably going to go straight all the way down to the end over here, since I need to get this done anyway. Because when we do the next cut, it's going to be down here too, so we'll go ahead and get this done on this side, and then we'll worry about inside the plant. Don't know how long this video is going to be. Gonna have to remember these are sunset orange in the future. And I mean, I guess I could paint that one, but I think it's gonna get picked up, so I'm gonna wait on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on this one. That next cut is gonna be really hard to get started, I think, because it's gonna be coming in about like right there. And then I don't know how far down 7 blocks is going to be to get down, or 8 blocks to get down there. Let's run up inside. We still have a bunch of coal coming through. So these are all coming in. Now, should I paint the hoppers too, these ones here? Obviously I don't want to paint the ones that I'm picking up and putting back down. But all this stuff that's coming in, why not? So I'll have to go out there and paint that out there too. And I think I kind of want to leave this as is, but we'll paint these. I don't want to paint that either. That goes right into there, right into there. And then this conveyor. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should paint those. Doesn't look too bad, especially with the red contrast to it. So this would be the coal going out. So that's going to stay black. And then this is going to go over this way. And what I thought was from like here on out would be gold. And then I should probably do the same thing over here too, is have that coming in, that color, this here being gold, kicking out the, let's see, that's the trash dirt going out this way, so we can paint those. Maybe paint that stuff going forward gold instead. Because this here is the smelters. So like from here on out, paint everything gold. It'll be a slight contrast that way. See, those are all conveyors, blue water coming in. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. So we'll paint this. We'll paint the dirt going out to this. This is going to the wash plant. That's the dirt going out. So this, and this, and that. I'll make that gold, gold. I don't know though, I kind of like the tan. Maybe I'll leave it this way and just put it past the, where the sprite from the smelter's on. Yeah, let's do that. I know I'm making decisions on the fly instead of planning them out like I normally do, but... So, this here would be from the froth floaters going over to the smelters. So we're going to go ahead and paint these this color too. And that's trash. I'm actually going to make that like a... probably a gray color because it's got the... gravel going at it. So I know I can get up here. I've done it before. Alright. And then we'll jump all the way over here. And again, I'm going to put catwalks in here so I'm not having to do this. I just haven't done it yet, so please forgive me. I didn't know that water pipe cut through there either. That was bad on my part. Very bad on my part. I don't like that. I don't think I can change it though. I could put a elevator there and have it drop onto a 2 conveyor or something. That way it's not clipping. I really don't like the clipping. It looks so bad to me. Yeah, that's right, that's right. And like I said, gold over there. And there is one that actually looks a goldish color too. So let's see, do we have any gray? Let's try this real quick, see what it looks like. Probably want to go dark gray, huh? For gravel? Nah. Let's try the dark gray. That looks almost black. Let's go with the gray, light gray then. Okay. So we'll get this. Get these chutes. Get this. This piece. And this piece. And then I think this thing. Actually, let's see if we can find the gold color. I'm just not sure which one it is. I know it's not this one, obviously. But I want to say it's like this one here. We'll just get one of each real quick. That's what we'll do. And we'll figure out which one looks more gold. So let's put this one on first. I don't think that's the right one though. I should do that. I don't know. Those should be gold too, because it should have gold coming across there. Let's just do this here. That is definitely not the one I want. Neither is that one. Man, none of them really look the way I want it to. I don't think this is going to work either. It'd be... there's no real gold color either. How about color of money? I don't think I'm gonna like this color, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Hmm. Why did it change that entire thing? Isn't that a... Oh, it is part of the smelter, okay. Yeah, I don't think I like that either. Light green. I doubt I'm gonna like this either, but whatever. God, some of these colors are hideous. A moss green. Don't want to do orange, don't want to do pink. How about... That's the normal color. That's like a rust color. That rust color may not look bad for the conveyors either. This one here. It's kind of orangish though. Turquoise. Way too bright. I know it's one of these, I just can't remember which one. At least outside in the sun it looks gold. I was putting it on the guardrails and it looked gold. Let's just do this one more time. Purchase each one of these. Turn that off. Let's go over here to the guardrails. So we'll paint that one. Yellow dark. So they're right in order. I think it was that one there that I was thinking, which is the yellow dark. So let's just get like 10 of these. Call it good. So someone was saying that these things will fill up properly, but I haven't got confirmation on whether I need to turn the overflow or pass through off. And if I do, does that not change? Oh, it doesn't change, okay. I mean, that's not too bad. I don't know why I can't change this right here though. It's like only the frames, these stands don't change. But these ones over here do. Yeah, we need a couple more anyway, so let's go 7 more, I think. Probably need one more than that, but that's alright. Nope, one less. I only needed 6. Okay, so all of those are painted. The plant looks a little better now. I'm not sure if I should paint these or not. I think I should, so they match. Let's go with the sunset orange. There we go. Yep, I fell right through. Alright, we're going to start here with the yellow. And we're just going to start here and go around the... Actually, no. We're going to go over here to the end, where I know it has an actual ending. Oh no, it doesn't anymore. I forgot I put a path over the top of the door. I'm just going to put this in instead. Y'all can tell me what you think in the comments about how it looks now that we've done some painting. I've put this off for so long, I just had to get it done. Something I want to do. Make it look more like a factory. I mean, it was just like all the same color. I do need to put some guardrails in here or some stairs down somehow, so there's more than one access point. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to put stairs going down this way and stairs going down that way so they can get on either side of this cell point. And I got to put one in there too. like I have it on the other side. Alright, once we get done with this section here, coming down and around, we'll check the, still got material coming through there. And if we still have material over here, we'll go check the hopper and see how much is left. If there's a bunch left, I'll probably do a jump cut. If there's just a little bit left, I'll find something else to paint, like maybe the guardrails or something. But I still see cold dirt going down that way, so probably won't be done when we get done with this. Plus we got a bunch of stairs to paint still too. I mean, so what do you think? I mean, does it look better? I'm not sure I like that yellow color, but I'm going to leave it that way anyway. And I'm not sure if I should paint those hoppers or not. I think I will, but haven't fully decided yet. And as you can see, material's still coming through, so let's go and check to see how much more there is. We got a little ramp here. I don't really see dirt falling down. Maybe it actually caught up. Yeah, it's running through. That was the end of it. So we got through all the material. Just have to get it through the conveyors now. Or finish through the conveyors. And that was probably 20 plus minutes. Like 25 minutes probably. Of painting and trying to figure out the right color to go. While this material processed through. So hopefully there's a bunch in here. The one thing I'm not quite sure about whether I want to leave it the way it is this door clips right into the stairs when you open it. So I'm thinking I want to add the stairs out one more. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, so we got a little over 3 stacks of gold. That's going to be in all of them, or both of them. Bunch more diamonds and rubies to put away. And since we're going to sell the silicone and stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and sell it now. We're at 65 million currently. The silicone's going to go for 116 and 559. The small stack is going to be 307. The big stacks are 1.4. So not bad. Went from 65 to 75 million for 15 minutes of digging. Not a bad haul at all. And I did say that we were going to sell rubies and diamonds. I think that's a lot, and we are like 45 minutes in already. I'm going to do it on the next episode. I'll make sure and have them out ahead of time so that we can get those sold next time. So that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, click that like button. It does really help the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. If you have any tips or tricks, questions, or concerns, leave them in the comment section down below. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great day.